Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today we're going to be discussing some of the items I've gotten in the past couple days at a show I was at and that walked in the door of the store. So this I picked up at the show. It's a 105 casing. It's Canadian. Let's see. My employee who's not here knows this answer, but it's 105 and it's Canadian CA. Best answer I can give you. You know what? He's out smoking and he knows that answer. So it's cartridge. Yeah, it's 105 artillery round. Post-war police. Marked right there. It's similar to wartime, but it's not. So the cup is also marked there, right there. So that's post-war, so nothing tremendously special. You know, you never know what you're going to get walk-in. Sometimes it's incredible stuff, other times it's not. Ding, right. Rifle Regiment Officer's Crossbelt. Missing the badge, unfortunately. It's the vinyl case. This is what's supposed to go in here. Of course, now, well, in the old days it was condom and a quarter. Now it's probably your cell phone if it fits, if it's folding, I guess. I'm not sure what badge was on there. You can see the outline of it. It came this way, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if it's marked inside. Probably isn't. No, it's not marked inside. Nice velvet lining. So I'm not sure what unit that is, but you know, it's a Rifle Regiment Officer's Crossbelt plate. Crossbelt. This I just picked up. It's a World War I German helmet. Yep, okay, great, not a problem, except that it's reissued to the Afghan army. And when we and the Americans and everyone else was in Afghanistan, you found items like this and they repurposed them. So the Afghan army was using anything they get their hands on, and this is exactly what they did. I'm not sure if it's marked.
It's a Austrian M17. So.
Ooh, I'm being corrected by my employee. It's still World War I. There you go.
Yeah, but
anyway, so there you go. And then we have a post-war Damon flashlight. Nothing tremendously special, but you know, you could use it for reenacting if you wanted. But it is what it is. Mint condition, that's fine, but it's post-war. This, as I wipe my hands off on purpose, is very cool. Saxon Bicorne. So you got the Saxon shield there, you got the Saxon colors, and it's model 1808. You can see on the other side there. The inside's still there. I love this hat. It's very cool. You got the, I'm sure, Saxon Tress on there, but wow. Actually, I'm not sure which branch of service this is exactly. Canadian or British, you can look in the books and tell what branch of service that is, but that is a very cool bicorne. I'm very happy to have that. That's just something you don't find, truthfully. Like, you really don't. I love that. That's a cool hat. I could wear this from Denim Napoleon, but I won't. Oh, I already did that. This, I just got in yesterday. I was like, yeah, really cool. New South Wales Fire Brigade. Yep, great. Yeah. I mentioned it to someone online. I sent a picture and they went, no, that's a reproduction. I'm like, ugh. So, oh yeah, you'll go out soon enough. Don't worry. Obviously, if I had known that, I probably wouldn't have bought it, truthfully. It wasn't $1 million. In hindsight, looking at it, I should have known better. But whatever, it is what it is. It sold at the right price. Post-war Gentex bone dome liner, size medium. Nothing tremendously special, but you know what? If you have a bone dome and you're missing it, you need it. It's missing the clip. There you go. M1 rear seam, Firestone liner, swivel bail for the M1C. So it's an airborne helmet, repurposed. It's post-war, very post-war. Firestone liner is what it is. And I've got to look up that infantry division because honestly, I don't remember. But it's post-war reissued also, post-war painted. So you know what? It is what it is. It came that way. It's all good. Then we got a Undress Victorian instead of VRI, it's just VR. Officers, again, cross belt with a tiny little pouch, which you would expect. Red velvet lined. Beautiful piece. Kind of falling apart slightly there, but you know what? Hey, it is what it is. So instead of full dress, this is the undress. Traditionally, truthfully, mostly Canadians use this, Canadian militia. Italian Squadron crest. I haven't looked it up yet, but I can read that it says Squadron. So I have to figure out what Squadron this is. I have no idea. It's obviously old. It's not modern made, but it's something totally different. Truthfully, I found it in a book of a collection I bought. I didn't even know it was there. Set of miniature medals with CD and bar. You know, nothing tremendous. It's just miniature medals. A bunch of CEF cap badges. 235th, 109th, 196, 224, 226, 242nd, 217, 238th, 11th CMR. A scout shoulder title. Vimy for when they went over in 37. So that's kind of neat. And oh wait, today's Vimy Ridge Day. So that's perfect actually, now that I look at it. This is neat. Methylated spirits. So this, I understand, is World War I. It might be a similar one showing up in a book that I'm about to print for my friends and publish. And I think they have one. So I'm sure they have one knowing them. Mall London, and that's just a lot number. World War I nursing sisters picture. Perth, Ontario, so that means it's Canadian. I don't know who it is, but it's something different, that's for sure. RCF Blazer Crests, Queen's Crown, nothing tremendous there. Queen's Crown, Royal Engineers Blazer Crest. 1915 named Canada Militia Infantry Training Manual. Regimental Songs, CEF, that's kind of neat. It's named, I didn't look. No, not named. Let's see if that's named. As I read upside down, it is named. Private Butwell, Queen's Park, London, but it's Canadian, so that's cool. And there goes the dog. New Testament Bible, same guy. Third, I'm not sure what. There's his number. I'll have to look in my book and figure that out. But, you know, it's kind of neat. It is what it is. Given to the Canadian soldiers by the Bible Society. So that's kind of neat. CEF Paybook. I think this has nothing in it, if I remember correctly, when I bought it. Oh, no, it does have something. Okay, it's the same guy. Private Butwell, and then his service number. I'll have to go look that up and figure out what unit it is. This walked in the door from a lady who was clearing a house. I kind of like that. That's a Colonial Guide to London for Anzacs and Canadians. There's the map at the back. Everything else you want to know when you're in London to go visit. So that's kind of neat. I like that. That's cool. War Stories, Sir Thomas Atkinson. Okay, I didn't even look at this when I bought it because it came in the door with a bunch of other stuff. Let's see what it says, if there's anything on the front page. No. Okay, so nothing tremendous there. Then we get into a picture of, I'll take it out, signed, of General of the Panzer Troops, Monteufel. So I guess, I'm sure this is post-war. He signed a little carte de visite, basically, and it came with this picture. This probably came out of a book or something, because you can see the edge looks slightly torn. But that's what's cool about this. This is already sold, but it's cool. So I thought I'd share that with you. So I'll put that back in there, because I gotta ship that out to somebody. And then, this just walked in yesterday. So, this gentleman, that's his father, and he was a Czech in the Sudetenland. You can see the buttons there. check army buttons like you'd see even on, you know, 1960s, 70s steel helmet, the rubber stamp inside with the crossed, looks like short swords. So you get the collar insignia there, and you get the same there. And then you get his qualification badges here, which I honestly don't know what they are, but it's not something you see every day, over here at least. And then you get a picture, postcard of him in his early SS uniform. So I know people collect this stuff. I personally don't, but whatever. And then on the back, which I'm not going to try and read, but it says 1941. So that's kind of neat. So obviously it's a postcard, and he was going to repurpose it just for that, but it's kind of neat, something different. Not something you find every day. Something that'll be up on the site hopefully in the next couple days. So that's what I've picked up in the past weekend. Today's Wednesday. I don't even know what day it's half the time. Thanks for looking. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out the website, militaryantiquestoronto.com. And be surprised because we're constantly picking up stuff and constantly listing stuff. Thanks for looking. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye.